Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping news tonight, a sad note as a leading figure in the Catholic community has died. The Catholic Church and country mourning the loss tonight of well-known priest Monsignor Preston Moss. Members of the diocese have gathered this evening at Loyola Hall for a special service. Our Desmond Saunders joins us live from there. Good evening, Desmond.
Thank you very much, Keishla. A somber mood here at Loyola Hall as family, friends, and the entire Catholic community in the Bahamas reflecting on the life and legacy of Monsignor Preston Moss, who died at his residence. He was 79 years old today. And joining us on the broadcast is Archbishop Patrick Pinder. He's the Most Reverend Patrick Pinder, the Archbishop of the Catholic Diocese of Nassau. He had an amazing impact on the Catholic community, basically everywhere, but specifically a significant impact on the Catholic community.
Well, I think that's quite correct. I think it's almost an understatement. He certainly was one of those larger-than-life figures in terms of his role as a minister of religion in this community. He endeared many to himself, certainly by his very, very engaging preaching style, but also he had a very, very tender and effective pastoral reach, which touched lots of lives, both within the Catholic community and far beyond it, and not only in this country, but even beyond this country as well. We gathered tonight for the start of our Lenten mission, and the Lenten mission itself, which has been in something we've been doing now for decades, is something that he, during his days as Vicar General with Archbishop Burke, introduced. And I might add that he served as Vicar General, which is the second highest ranking person in the Archdiocese. He served 3 bishops in that capacity. Bishop Paul Leonard Haggerty, first of all, and then my immediate predecessor, Bishop Lawrence Burke, and finally myself as well. And he was the first Bahamian to hold that position. Certainly, it is a sad moment for us, but on the other hand, I think it is important for us to appreciate that we are really witnessing the conclusion of a life extremely well lived, a fine example, and certainly a great Bahamian and a great Roman Catholic as well.
Certainly, a release was issued to the press today, and funeral arrangements are being made as we speak, correct?
Well, he passed away this afternoon, just before 4 o'clock. And so those details are still being worked out. And we'll release them to the public as soon as they have been finalized.
That's right, Keishla. A number of persons are trickling in. This is the annual mission of the Roman Catholic, of the Lenten mission of the Roman Catholic Church of the Bahamas. So a number of people are trickling in and giving their emotional support, reflecting on the impact of Monsignor Moss. I have joining me also on the broadcast, Catherine Brown. She's a lecturer at St. Joseph's Church, and she has known him for decades. Come right here with me this afternoon. What do you know about his impact? Talk about his impact, and you've known him for decades. Talk about the impact that he's had on your life.
Monsignor Preston Moss was like a brother to me. My mother was quite close to him. My mother was quite person at St. Joseph's. She was like a mother to him, and he spent many days at our house, and he always called me his big sister. But with what I found in Monsignor Moss, he was a people's priest. He always got through to the people, and they adhered to him because they felt at home, because he was one of us. And I was, in fact, when my mother would cook, and she would invite the Archbishop and Monsignor Moss and others to dinner. She did his laundry and stuff like that. But I got to know him when I attended St. Joseph's, when he became pastor at St. Joseph's. And as I said, he was quite good to the people. The people were close to him because he felt that he needed them. In fact, when they had the breakup and all the priests left and whatnot, he stayed and he showed the people that he would be there for them.
Very quickly, what would be a fitting tribute for this general? What would be a fitting tribute for him? Quickly.
I feel that he was, as I said, a people's person. I think people would always remember him as being a part of his community.
All right. So there you have it, Keishla. A number of friends, family, parishioners remembering the life and legacy of Monsignor Preston Moss, who died at his residence earlier today. He was 79, as I articulated to you earlier. I am at Loyola Hall. This is a Lenten mission of the Catholic Diocese of Nassau, of the Bahamas. And you have a number of speakers. There's a number of prayers, intercession, reflection. And so that's what's happening here from my vantage point. Family, friends, and parishioners remembering the life and legacy and impact of Monsignor Preston Moss. Back to you in the studio.